The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
You know, if you've got time, there's a podcast from The Economist that features Elon Musk in it. And he argues that AI will lead to so much productivity that you won't need money because things won't cost anything. It was so odd that, one, it didn't make any sense at all, of course, and two, I'm not sure that he even understood what he was saying, and if he did, that he actually believed it. But the thrust was, when things are produced in abundance, he's talking about robots and AI and all that sort of stuff, but when things are produced in abundance, if they're not free, they're pretty close to being it. My question is, if it gets to that, then who's going to produce anything at all? I mean, someone's got to build the robots, don't they? And if there's no return on that, why would you build them in the first place? Which is where the price of power comes in. Now, the wholesale price this week spiked because of the cold weather, but did it spike more than it needed to because supply, although better than it has been over recent years, is not what it should be? It went from 64 to 240 bucks a megawatt hour. In a world of renewables, why are we not at the point where we have abundance? See, abundance is argued to be the cornerstone of growth. If your base materials are so cheap you can do more with less, that is productivity. But to get to abundance and power, someone has, of course, to dig a hole, build a panel or a windmill or provide a battery. And although we seem to be doing that, do we ever do it to a scale where the conversion in winter is not about issuing notices as they have this week? See, generators are issued notices by Transpower that they need more source to pump through to the heaters on a cold night. Or is the $64 jump from 64 to 240 as good as it's ever going to get? Also remember, our current state for this winter of generation is helped by good rainfall, which remains, of course, a crapshoot. In other words, this year we're lucky, in other years we may not be. Also remember, in this new renewables age, we're currently being told power prices for commercial operators are at last dropping, and significantly. But they aren't for the rest of us because, well, let's line up some excuses of the retailers, of the fees, of the lines, and so on. In other words, can one ask whether nirvana is never actually going to come? There will always be someone in the chain having to boost the prices, and that offsets gains elsewhere. Is your power bill dropping? Ask yourself this today. Is your power bill dropping? Of course, no. The new age is here, though. So how come? There seems no way round the tension that you must have profit to encourage the investment, which then, I'm assuming, makes Elon wrong, doesn't it?
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.